Hello, welcome to Paradigm Shift News. I'm your host. Um, let's get right into it. There was a devastating round of tornadoes that rolled through Mississippi last night. It was a night of terror, to say the least, in Mississippi. This is not unprecedented, though. It happens every spring to a greater or lesser degree, and we've had some really massive tornado outbreaks in the history of the United States of America that have left many hundreds and thousands dead overnight in statewide outbreaks. What happened last night was devastating, very devastating, but it was contained to that one area in Mississippi for the most part. It can be, and it probably will be a lot worse in a few of the storms we're going to have this spring as spring ramps up. It's literally the first day of spring that these storms hit last night. It's absolutely devastating. The town of Rolling Fork was wiped off the map. It's likely an EF-5 tornado that went through there. The video is insane. We'll get to all that. Stick with us. The first article we read is Mississippi tornado leaves at least 23 dead in a 100-mile path of destruction. Let's uh let's not overlook the power of numbers to suggest things to the subconscious mind, especially art and science called gematria. If you look at what number 23 represents in Hebrew gematria, it's an eddy or a vortex. Um, it says to twirl or eddy, to mount up in a column. In other words, a tornado. That's the Hebrew word for it. You can go to billhedrick.com, Hebrew gematria values from 20 to 29, and he's got a list of them there. It's the ninth prime number. To remove, to bind, to knit, a sin offering, penalty for sin, to hurt, to pierce, to be sore, to feel pain, to be sick, sad, pain, and grief. So as you can see, that number is very applicable to the situation as far as its connotation or its vibration is concerned. Now, whether or not there were actually 23 people that died or are missing, we don't know. Who could really tell that? You know, is there like a formation of everybody out there? No, they just made up that number because it's magic and it has a connotation attached to it. But nevertheless, there were real devastating events that occurred last night. At least 23 people were killed and dozens more injured when a massive tornado touched down in Mississippi on Friday night. The tornado carved a 100-mile path of destruction across the towns of Rolling Fork and Silver City. The tornado was so powerful it tossed debris to 30,000 feet in the air. Fred Miller, the former mayor of Rolling Fork, detailed the extent of the destruction to Fox Weather. The west part of Rolling Fork is a residential area and just a number of houses. Over there have been they have been completely destroyed. Highway 61, where most of our businesses are, all the businesses on 61 have been completely destroyed. People are trapped in a couple of the eateries, and people are trying to get them out now. Now, this was published this morning, so I hope, due to the response of all the people that have showed up to help, that has been remedied. And there has been a huge response um, to get people to help. So we'll go to the latest here, and as you can see, 80-mile wide. People are silly. There was no 80-mile wide tornado. They misread that. It's an 80-mile long path of destruction, at least, and the other one said 100. So they're just pulling those numbers out. And this person says EF-5 tornado. And what is that? That's the enhanced Fujita scale. And they judge that by how much destruction there is. Now let's just take a look at how much destruction there is. This is a video, screen capture from the video last night. Could have been Reed Timmer, but this is live chasing Texas storm chasers that did that. They're on YouTube. Good stuff. Silhouetted by taking out transformers, blowing up. Massive tornado. Reed estimated it about a mile wide or so. You know, and then we're going to go down here. The video I actually wanted to show you is right here by Jordan Hall, and it's got well over 100,000 views on YouTube already in and of itself. But this is drone footage. Now I'm going to go take myself off, and we're just going to look at this for a second. It's silent. Rightfully so. This deserves prayer. Oh my God. Oh my God. It just launched that car right into that cinder block building. This, it's as if a nuclear bomb went off. Whoa. Oh man. Well, wow, folks. That's tough. That is tough. We shall be talking about this for a while, I'm sure. However, I think that it's not going to have a long time to linger. Another round of storms may be coming through tonight that could potentially produce tornadoes as well. But this was forecast in advance. It was a moderate to high risk situation that we knew about several days ago. There was advance warning. The problem that I'm seeing in these small towns, watching some live streams. Let's go over to YouTube and check out. There are several people live streaming today, like Vince Welty. Um, Brandon Kopic is not live streaming due to the sensitive nature of some of this, but it's real. It has to be reported on. We can't put our head in the sand. So, yeah, hey, there I am live. Okay. And then we go to Storm Chaser Brandon Kopic. He's here in his car. Let's go to Vince Welty. And check him out. Okay. Yeah, he's this was his stream from last night. Here we go. All right. This is live on the ground down there in Mississippi right now. I'll take you. He was speaking with a lady earlier. I'll try to find that section of footage. Right in here somewhere. Yeah. Oh man. She's talking about how they don't have any service down there. Wi-Fi, data coverage, black hole. It's like that anywhere in the rural South. They don't care about the Southern people or rural people in general. Just the truth. We don't.
All right. I'm gonna head.
There aren't enough of us for them to really give a crud, you know. And that's just the sad truth of the matter. Everything comes to us long, long after everybody else.
Because this is a parking lot.
Here it is. Yeah, she's talking about it right now.
Oh yeah.
There's not much way to get through. That's the unfortunate part.
They're talking about how a man got lost because Google Maps redirected him down to one way and basically looped him through some neighborhoods, and he could have got out real easy, but Google Maps screwed him around, and he ended up getting caught in the tornado, and his car picked up and thrown. I think he lived, but it's crazy, absolutely wild. Now listen, she's going to comment on the Wi-Fi situation down there, I think. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's what I parked all the store down there.
Yeah, there was two of them that got hit by it.
They live?
Oh yeah, yeah. Just something must have hit their car or flying through the air or something. No, there's actually
tornadoes tend to do that.
There's a Kia.
Tornadoes tend to do that. Now that's
one of them that was hit.
Well, I saw this truck back here.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, that's corrugated metal.
Well, this guy, name's Chris, and like he was doing everything right. He was trying to get away from it, but Google Maps kept taking him down all these one-ways.
And it'll do that up here.
Right, and and then he'd get to the dead end, and he's got the video, and he's like getting so frustrated. He's like, I'm trying to get out of here, and he took like 5 minutes, and it's just back and forth.
Yeah.
All it had to do was take him here and out, but you know he's not from here, so.
And it'll do that.
Yeah,
and,
sure will.
And lucky he even worked up here. They've been working to get. And see, this is the perfect example of why they need to get Wi-Fi working up here.
Oh yeah, I know.
You can go 5 steps and don't have service.
Yep. Yeah.
Been there.
We were dealing with that last night.
Screamed it down.
Welcome to the reality of rural America. They want to pretend like we're all so great. We got 5G rolled out. We're on top of the world. Most areas, you're paying for phone service that doesn't work. You got to go in somewhere and click the Wi-Fi, you know, to use data. We can all admit that. There's Elon Musk Starlink, but that's besides the point. Now let's go and take another look at Jordan Hall's video. That's just absolutely insane. Really is. Uh, Actually, I'll hold that off for later. The radar signature of the Mayfield, Kentucky, December 10th, 2021 tornado and the Amory, Mississippi tornado that happened last night are very similar. Classic hook echo spiral, just put down a very, very large tornado. Very, very devastating. This right here, as an image, it captures it pretty darn well. You know, you got a woman and a child there. Sadly, their lives have been completely just devastated. I'm so sorry for all these people. So sorry. And there's nothing you can do. I mean, they can run and hide for shelter, but there's nothing they can do to protect their property or anything else, except for maybe build it underground, build reinforced concrete dome structures. There aren't many easy answers, but the building codes in the South are lax. If you consider, say, San Francisco, they understand that earthquakes are a strong potential there. So they have written into the building code, and same thing with other places in California, written into the building code requirements so that new buildings have countermeasures to mitigate the effects of an earthquake so that it may not be as devastating. There's almost nothing in the building code in the South that says you have to have a storm shelter in the building, that you have to have a crawl space that's reinforced with concrete or something. No code enforced safety regulations regarding tornadoes, even though every single year we see this happen, where people's homes are completely destroyed and people are killed and they die. And it's too easy. You just write it into the code in your local municipality. Every home must include an 8x8 safety shelter, either buried in the ground or above ground, encased in solid concrete and rebar, reinforced. The most devastating tornadoes may not even care about that, because as we look and see the videos and the pictures of these incidents, quite clearly, it's a golly, it's devastating. It's scary. Not much has withstood it. That's why it's rated as an EF-5 tornado. Now we're gonna from Fox Weather. This documents what happened when a Mississippi man was, quote, sucked out of a window. So we'll give this a listen.
He was sucked right out.
He was sucked right out.
So this is where he was, is right in the middle of all this rubble. He was sucked out through a window, and he landed over here somewhere close to this water heater. But he was up there close to that insulation where that one wall is standing. He was sucked right out. And it was very quick, and he was just mostly concerned about his mother, who was also in the house. And somehow, miraculously, they both lived.
It's wild.
So this is where he was, is right in the middle of all this rubble. He was sucked out through a window, and he landed over here somewhere close to this water heater. But he was up there close to that insulation where that one wall is standing. He was sucked right out. And it was very quick, and he was just mostly concerned about his mother, who was...
Very quick. People take it for granted. They're like, it's no big deal. We've been living here in the South or in Tornado Alley forever. 5 minutes is all it takes for everything. Everything in your entire life that you own, all your possessions, to be completely and totally wiped away to the foundation, to the slab. There's pretty much nothing else in nature that creates the devastation in the time frame that this does, other than perhaps living on the side of a volcano when it has a catastrophic eruption, like say Hunga Tonga. That's like, poof, okay, it's obviously the most devastating thing. But a tornado on this scale, there's nothing else that compares to it. Maybe the storm surge in a giant hurricane like we've seen over the last couple of years. When that 13-foot wall of water comes up, there's not much stopping it. But you get a good forewarning of that, and the water doesn't just come up as a 13-wall wave at once. The tornado comes, boom, and it's just 150 to 160 mile an hour wall of wind instantly, more or less. You may get a few minutes warning, but these tornadoes were tracking fast. I mean, they were hauling ass. They were going so fast. These people didn't have much warning at all, and I think that they may not have even had tornado sirens. Let's ask about that. Were there tornado sirens in Rolling Fork, Mississippi last night?
According to WinNews.com, according to Power Outage. 40,000 customers were without power in Tennessee, 15,000 customers were left without power in Mississippi, and 20,000 were without power in Alabama.
I don't include that, but yeah, as you can see, there's plenty of and they all got the number 23, 23, 23. And here earlier, 13. Well, now we've got at least 24 dead. So they're the outliers. We're going 19, 23, 24. They've increased it. And I'm sure it will only grow. The number of people missing right now, or that could be in ICU in the hospital. Who knows? Let's just get as much help as we can down here to these people because they don't have much to begin with. Salt of the earth type folks down there in Mississippi. And I'm sure they're all good folks. Sorry they're having to deal with this. Today, waking up to this is not what anyone would ever want to see. Ever, 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 ever in their lives. We're just going to go here, watch this video one more time, and we're going to call it a live stream. I think that, we've seen it. It's definitely been seen. We know about it. We need to be prepared for the next one's coming. Stay tuned for more weather updates to channels like myself, Ryan Hall. There are professional guys out there looking at this, and you can do it yourself, okay? Tropical Tidbits is a good weather forecaster. There are lots of things on the internet. They recommend Radar Omega, all of it. But the bottom line is be informed. Don't just pretend there is no threat. There's plenty of information out there, and it's incumbent upon you to keep yourself safe. The government's not going to do it. No one else is going to do it. It's very real, folks. And it was really wild to watch. I was watching Reed Timmer's video last night. Let me see if we can go to Reed. They were intercepting this tornado, and there was a line of cars in front of him that I don't think they necessarily knew exactly where the tornado was, and Reed did, so they held up, and they were caught in the rear flank downdraft of this tornado, meaning it had already passed by them, so they weren't in the line of it. They were literally chasing it at that point, but before that, there was a line of taillights just going right into where the tornado was getting ready to cross, so it's so dangerous chasing tornadoes, storm chasing in general, but doing it at night it's a whole nother level of insanity. Whole other level. You got to be a special kind of fucking crazy, just like this guy right here is. Living legend, Reed Timmer, man. My goodness. He catches them too. He caught that one last night. So we go home latest. As you can see, the blizzard, LA blizzard, coast to coast, man. He's all over the place. That's what he does. PhD in the weather. Okay, so stream 3 days ago. They just produced it all last night. Okay, here we go. 8.5 hours. We might have to just scroll through and find the later part of it.
Watching pre-front.
I know that he had to cut his chase short because he was taking people to the hospital. Yeah, it's about right here where it starts going off. Yeah,
this is the storm of the day here.
Watch it live as it happens, folks. The internet's so wild, man. This is a guy that's working with Reed, holding down the fort there, I guess, as Reed is out rolling the live stream, so they keep data and information going, and Reed's got someone to watch his back. Smart. But as you can see, this rolling fork, it just came through rolling fork. So let's back it up just a little bit.
That's us.
Here we go.
All right, you want to do one more time?
Oh yeah, see that gust and wind?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Keep watching. Are they evacuating the town here? Jeez.
I think those are chasers.
This was 8 p.m. last night. Precisely when
Easterlies.
the weather was predicted to kick off.
It's there.
Really get
I
into.
think.
I said that
Here,
the night
go over just
before
a
on my
second.
news,
Stop, watch your car.
my news broadcast. 8 p.m.
It's there. It's there. Big tornado. Big wedge. Look at it. Huge wedge. Huge wedge. Huge wedge. Due west of us. West southwest. Whoa! Do you see it? It's a mile wide.
Oh, my God.
Big time freaking wedge. Everybody take cover immediately. Huge wedge. Wedge tornado coming in. Big one. Do not proceed.
Now, this is where you're going to see the people
Do not
keep proceeding.
proceed.
They're not listening. They keep going. Oh, my God.
Here. Hold that for me. Hold that for me.
Got it.
Yeah, this,
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you got it?
Yep, I got it.
oh, this is
What's
intense
called?
stuff, man.
You know?
We'll go full screen.
Too far north.
Oh, don't worry, I got it.
All right, guys, very quick. You heard that. That's Reed said it looks like there's a wedge on the ground. Very possibly there's a wedge on the ground. That's Rolling Fork, 804, Anguilla, 809, Louise, 822. Everybody get to your safe space. This is a serious situation here. Back to the guys.
Big time wedge tornado right on it. Waiting for the right flash. It's huge, isn't it?
You can hear it still.
Yeah. What was that road right there?
I don't know. I've got
Okay. 2 phones.
I got 2 phones and a camera.
Hear it?
Yep. Oh, there's a power flash.
flash, yes.
Power flash.
Yeah, it was.
Must have
Big
got up the
time
front.
power flash. Yeah, do it. What do we got to do? Is this road the north-south road? We got to know. I think. Because that road, we could go due north on that road and still get it more easily. I'm going
This
back.
is so crazy, man.
Gotta go up on it. Oh, get the help! Get the streaming phone out there. Got it. Hey, here we go. Let's go for it.
Oh, look at the sun.
Big time sign action.
Careful.
I'm okay. We're okay. You're okay. Everybody's okay. We're good enough right on this thing, guys.
Window.
Got RFD.
Oh,
Big RFD.
Big RFD.
Oh,
Power
power
flash.
flash,
Right in front of us.
Yeah, slow down.
Power flash.
Back it up.
Yeah, that's where you know you're getting like into the danger zone right there for sure. They were totally in the danger zone.
Dude, they're backing up. People backing up behind us. Big time wedge.
Major
Yeah, it's
RFD.
gnarly. Big time with.
They're okay. Look out to the northeast. Gotta go northeast. Once you get through the RFD. All right, we gotta re-navigate.
Watch the car behind. Major RFD.
It's in Rolling Fork right now.
Yes.
We gotta get through the RFD. Then
Watch
we're gonna see
powerful.
it.
Watch
Gotta
powerful.
see it. I'm okay. Gotta get through the RFD.
That's the front.
Yep.
So there you have
We're
it.
right on the other side of this.
Let's go check out Ryan Hall's coverage about the same time.
It's in town right now, everybody. Rolling Fork right now, right in front of us.
That's, yeah.
So
Power
So-
pole's leaning
Off to the right.
Yep.
well, let's just let this play
Off
out.
to the left.
See what-
Power pole's on the left.
So they got power lines down all over. They're driving into
Looks
town.
good.
Just complete
Got
devastation.
cars stopped
from-
up here.
They
Could be
can't tell.
debris
Look, it's
or
pitch black.
turning around or something.
You know?
Stop. Yeah, they're getting spooked. Yep. Could be debris. Probably debris. Yep. That line's down.
Look up to the right. Look up to the right.
Power lines down.
Yeah, major wedge.
Hey,
Big
here.
wedge.
Hold it
Big
out the
wedge.
window. Hold it out the window.
Big
Hurry,
wedge.
hurry, hurry. How close? Can you
About
see
100
it?
yards.
100
right
yards?
There. About right there.
Did you catch video of it? You got a videotape. You got to hit the record button.
Yes.
Okay. Thank God. Can you see
Gotta
it?
record.
Oh, there it is.
They're
It's
not-
100 yards.
Oh, here we go. Let's see
Right
it.
there.
Did you get it? You got it on the
Yeah,
video?
yeah.
Nice. It's not good in that town.
Oh, man. It's about the shot. Reed's right, man. That's what gets the views. Like, we're watching this right now. Let's give that a thumb up. Thank you. Yeah. And crazy. And just right in through Silver City as well. Man. Let's, and you know, later on in the evening, Monona, there were several other ones, that got hit too. It was a all-night ordeal. Let's see what time it is here. Ryan Hall stream.
That
Boom.
is
8
like crowdsourcing it.
8 p.m. right there. Yeah.
I don't know. There might be something there.
8.
I don't know. We should have a brainstorming session soon. I need to live stream.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably right in here.
Take shelter now.
Holy shit.
It looks like midnight on the ground here. Once again, Chris and Zach both are near the Mount Ali NB Church. And
It's already gone on at this point. Some devastating tornadoes.
see this storm fall apart because it's heading right towards Mendenhall, Mississippi. So this
Lots of action last night.
a supercell. And like here for Holly Grove, Arkansas as well. Nothing imminent. Nothing imminent.
Wish you had a timestamp so I could see what time it was.
Quick update on the line overall. Let's come back over here to the radar. Big time rain blob from St. Louis down to Paducah, Kentucky. Produced back into storm coverage mode.
Tornado emergency.
Unfortunately, it looks like there are going to be more towns added to that list that need
Already
help.
taken out.
Midnight, once again, it looks like that in a rainstorm. Because if your house experiences, which has been struck by a huge tornado, guys, EF-3, EF-4, somewhere in there, and this thing is still going on. This is still a huge tornado. Thankfully, right now, at this very moment, it's in a pretty rural area. But I just want to emphasize that anybody in Humphreys County or Sharkey County, Mississippi right now should be underground.
Should be getting the hell out of Dodge. I don't know where you go, really. That's wild. So there you have it. You got Reed's coverage and Ryan and his crew's coverage by Zach and Frankie, Team Vortex out there chasing. Yeah, this
Matthews
is
Boulevard.
The one,
and then it's going to make it all the way up there towards Anguilla and the Sharkey Country Club. All right. And then this is going to parallel, once again, the Highway 61 area all the way up towards Rose Hill MB Church.
Yeah,
now, the good news is the path of this storm for the next, I don't know.
Okay. There you have it. That was the tornado outbreak of March 24th, 2023. A little synopsis for history, posterity's sake, the devastation that these storms can bring and why we need to have a little bit better planning and code enforcement, especially in Tornado Alley in the South. Why aren't there at least community designated shelters that everybody can get to easily that are hardened and reinforced? This is absolutely sad to see for these people. And again, I pray for them and their family and a quick recovery. Amen. Thank you all. Bless you. Peace out. Have a great day.